Your world building needs more llamas. Now, what do I mean? Your world can have anything you want, and you choose cows, sheep, horses? Come on, spice it up. And why llamas? Well, llamas are awesome. I got to see them recently, as well as the guanaco and vicuña. And I got to appreciate how unique these animals are. So with a passion for llamas in my heart, I went on a mission to populate my world with llamas. But firstly, what is a llama? Llamas are camelids on the taxonomic tribe Lamini and include 4 species alive today: the llama, alpaca, guanaco, and vicuña, though in our prehistory this clade had a lot more members, like the very similar Hemialquinia and Paleolama, and weirder animals like AP camelid that converged on the body plan of giraffes. Now that we know what these animals are, let's go and speculate. Firstly, because there is going to be a lot of more variation in llamas, the tribe Lamini will now be the family Llamidae. Then there are 2 subfamilies, Capilloceratinae and Odontomorricinae. The Capilloceratids are characterized by having a keratin-based horn, like those of rhinos, that evolved from hairs that are now compact. Most species look like modern llamas, but with horns or crests, although a tribe called Capilloceratorini contains animals like the gamache, looking very rhino-like. Most eat a mixed diet of grasses and leaves, but the gamache is a restricted grazer. The most abundant members of this clade are the small cerolots. These animals live like chevrotains or muntjac as small herbivores in dense forests. Cerolot have keratin horns and frills at the top of their neck like those of ceratopsians, although they can't use those against predators in a larger size class. For that, these animals adapted a trait famous to their relatives: spitting. Specialized glands on the roof of their mouth launch digested food, but in specific poisonous plants. This mixture, when targeting the eye, can leave it blind. The other subfamily, the Odontomorricids, are named after the wide and often exaggerated tusks. However, the diagnostic traits of this clade are enlarged hooves compared to body size, giving them the ability to run like other ungulates, something that modern llamas and Capilloceratids cannot due to their foot pads. The Odontomorricids still have them, but the large hooves stay on the ground and the foot pad doesn't. Due to this adaptation, the Odontomorricids dominate the niches filled by deer and antelope on Earth. These are much more abundant than Capilloceratids that are usually restricted to high terrain, while the Odontomorricids are seen as the quintessential ungulate of prairies and forests. Some taxa are more robust like cattle or moose, and some even converge into the giraffe body plan. These, however, only exist in alpine forests due to sauropod competition in the lowlands. Both clades use their tusks and horns as sexual displays and weapons against rivals and predators, though the Odontomorricids flee from danger as their tusks are too brittle besides the Vanamesh, which has large downward curved tusks like those of Dinotherium. They live in alpine forests where the climate and topography isn't favorable to sauropod dinosaurs, which would be their competition. Most of these animals avoid dinosaurian competition by gravitating towards grass and angiosperm leaves instead of horsetails and conifers. Even if there is a greater variation of plants in the humanum than on Earth, there is still a split stable enough to satisfy both parties. Not that the ungulates and ornithischians don't vary in diet, especially grass and horsetails, since both contain silica and both animals have excellent digestive systems, but this distinct diet keeps both clades at an equilibrium. Most social species even coexist in great herds. Domestication of some of these laminids has been successful. The uba is analogous to cow and harvested for meat, hide, and milk. But most used is the calemus. This animal is very similar to domestic horses, if not a bit bulkier. Large enough to carry a mount, the calemus is the main non-mechanical mode of transportation and was also bred for various tasks. The Runan puller was bred for burden, like our draft horses, and the Groistol was bred for the noble families as a sign of wealth. So that's it. That is why your world building needs more llamas.